Hi guys. Oh, it's fucking Friday, man. I am in a better mood than I was yesterday and the day before. I'm still obviously upset stuff is missing, but I really can't do much about it. And on top of that, it's a beautiful Friday, and I start my vacation today. So, well, after work, obviously, but 4-day weekend. Chia. Gonna be a fantastic one. Gonna do a whole bunch of stuff. I actually, funny enough, like not even joking, I have more planned work-wise than I do fun-wise, which is not a bad thing. You know, it allows me to get some stuff done that I need and or wanted to get done. Just wouldn't have the time unless I took at least a day or so off of work so I could spend a full day working on it. Or working on the things. But, yeah. So, actually, on top of that, apparently, maybe I'm supposed to be going to the fair tonight to get a funnel cake, fair food. You can definitely be expecting some videos for these next 4 days. A lot of videos, probably, because I have quite a lot of stuff that, like I said, I want to get done, and or I'll have the ability to make some videos. So why not? You know what I'm saying, man? Fuck. Tonight, besides the going and possibly getting a funnel cake or an elephant ear from the carnival, regardless, one of those two are going to be purchased and ate and put delicately inside of this big old belly of mine that is really small. But, I think I'm gonna have fire. I like fire. And, might play around with some forging of some metals and maybe smelting of some metals. I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do tonight exactly. I know I'm probably going to for sure be making coal coke, which if you don't know what coal coke is, it's what you do to make cocaine. I'm just joking. It's like, honestly, the fucking process was something I learned about originally while playing modded Minecraft, but while doing further research, found out that, these things that I was getting extremely interested in while playing Minecraft were actually like things that people really did in real life. And coal coke, if you don't know what it is when you burn coke. Almost said. It's when you burn coal inside of an enclosed container. And like you have a fire and then you have the coal on top of that, and what happens is that all the carbon that comes off of the wood and everything that's burning from the fire below rises up, heats up those pieces of coal, and carbonates them really bad, or well, really good but really bad, kind of, I guess. Pretty much to the point that when it all comes down to it, it's their charcoal or your coal then becomes like 10 to 20 times better lengthwise. So say, I don't know, in my normal forging I would go through about 30 pounds of coal in an hour and a half. At least that's what I did my first time. So 30 pounds is relatively cheap. It's not super expensive, but, at the same time, to be burning coal that much, it's kind of a lot of coal. And if I would have used coal coke, I could have probably had that same hour and a half last on maybe 10 pounds of coal coke as compared to just strip coke or coal. So pretty much all it does is it sucks the charcoal to the point that it makes it last longer for smaller amounts. so you can not waste as much. And it's just the fact of it, the process of making it beforehand is a little bit of a pain in the butt. So it's just a choice of, I have maybe 65 to 70 pounds of coal left, and it would last for probably 2, 3, 4 hours of forging if I made sure that I kept an eye on how much I was using and stuff like that. But like, if I cold coke, say like half of it, say I put like 30 pounds and cold coke that, I'll have enough to forge for like 10 to 12 hours. So it changes quite a lot. It's quite helpful. So I'm thinking I'm going to play with doing that tonight. So yeah, that should be interesting. On top of this, I've also had this other idea, pretty much some other ideas I've been thinking about for a while. I don't show it a whole lot, but my brain is quite ingenious. I'm not even smart enough to think of the right word, but I like mechanics and I like engineering. I like putting things together. I like designing things. That's kind of just something I've always enjoyed. And I do it from time to time in my pet when I've got time to do stuff. And I've been thinking about trying to make an ecosystem that is possibly not really much of a full ecosystem, but like just a caged system that can have water. It will have land section. I'll have like animals in both, but I want it to be self-sustainable, which is like the movie Biodome. If you've never seen the movie Biodome, it's an extremely hilarious movie starring a guy that now I can't think of his name, so that's even better. But it's a great movie. And Pauly Shore, the old Pauly Shore, not there's apparently two Pauly Shores. One's from fucking Jersey Shore, and that's not the one I'm talking about. But the old Pauly Shore movie, it's pretty funny. My eye hurts. Pretty much the point of the movie, besides the funniness, is to build a dome. It was in the middle of the desert, and it had different parts of the ecosystem broken into sections inside of this big dome with animals and, plants that grew and yada yada yada. And the point of the movie, besides of it being extremely funny, is it's actually supposed to be, can you survive? Could you live inside of there for a year? Could the animals live? Could you produce enough oxygen and carbon dioxide to have both you and the plants live? So like everything is regulated and exactly planned out. Like, this is what we have to do. But the idea of that has actually always been kind of fascinating to me, and I'm going to build it in a much smaller scale. Like, when I was talking just a minute ago about actually doing it, I'm talking like my first setup will probably be like 3 foot by 2 foot, 3 or 3. Small animals, really easily set up. That way I can kind of just test, play around, and see what I can do before actually obviously wasting and trying something crazy. But I actually got to go, guys. I got lunch coming up in 4 hours. Sadly, it's 11:44 in the afternoon, and I'm fucking, well, in the morning, I guess they consider it still. But I got lunch at 1:30, and my boss cooks it all fucking day. It's really good. It's like sausages and shit, but he cooks it all day, so it makes my whole shop smell amazing all day. It kind of sucks, but whatever. What you gonna do, right? So I gotta go back to getting this nasty glue on my hands. If you were wondering why you kept seeing me blocking the camera with my hands and stuff, it's because I'm picking this glue off my hands that I'm not supposed to get on my hands, but I get it all over my hands anyway. So yeah. So I'll see you guys later. Yeah, I said it later because there's another video coming out later. Yeah. I'll see you guys later, and then tomorrow, and then so on and so forth. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, a like would be much appreciated. And if you're new to my channel, you should subscribe to keep up with this awesome daily content. Then I'm only making a box with one hand because the other hand's holding the phone. Sorry. And if you're already a part of this channel, you should subscribe. I say it again. What is with me? I have something wrong with my brain. If you're already a part of this channel, you should share the video and show other people how awesome I am, and then I can be dumb sometimes. But I'm going now. As soon as the timer hits 11, I'm going to hit the stop button. You don't think I will? I will. Bye.